Welcome to Let's Play Stanley Parable. I'm playing the Stanley Parable. You are playing the Stanley Parable. I'm playing the Stanley Parable. You are watching at home and around the world. Anyways, this is Stanley Parable. Got a video up of the mod. Short little game. So, let's begin. Narrative driven. Love these games. So yeah. Came out later last year for the PC. Critically acclaimed. Community loved it because it's just so quirky. Narrator. Everybody loves the narrator. The demo was actually a completely separate game by itself. Jesus, let's turn off this fan while we load the game. I just had the fan, right? Oh, there you are. Or we could just be stuck in that loading. There we go. There we go. So, you know, like all your narrative drivens, Proteus, Gone Home. No, not Gone Home. No, yeah, Gone Home. Fuck. Dear Esther, Journey. What else? A couple other ones. It's just really narrative driven.
This is the story of a man named
shit.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay. So this premise is there's a flow chart of all these things. Maybe I don't close is it closed captionings? Fuck it, we're doing closed captionings. High quality. Full captions. Subtitles only. You know what? What is this? Let's do that. You know, just for the people, you know, that might be hearing impaired. So, okay. Oh.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the
What
pressure.
the hell?
What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me.
Yeah,
In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do.
Just give it time.
Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
And that concludes episode 1 of this Stanley Parable. Damn, I thought I was gonna roll credits. That would have been hilarious. I'm thinking about doing separate endings.
All his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Oh, well, what is that? That's
Stanley
different.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
End is never the end.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Wow. That's weird. Never noticed that. He's the gray man. I hate Mondays too. Let's see here.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I think let's do this. Yeah. Follow the narrator. Narrator knows what he's doing. It's pretty much just a fucking allegory for Bastion again. This is Bastion 2.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Whoa. I don't know. Narrator said boss's office.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Go. It's the boss's office. Executive. Hey, boss.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What's
going on here?
Secret was being held from him.
What's going on?
What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret.
I wonder, is it 2,
5?
8,
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
4, 5?
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing
I wonder where I got that number.
Keypad,
It's probably right
Stanley
over here.
happened to input the correct code
There-
by sheer luck.
Some
Amazing.
nice fine cognac.
He
Is that
stepped
cognac?
into the newly
I don't
opened
fucking know.
passageway.
Bum 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 bum. Bah. It's over here. What is over here? Nothing. Whoa. Scared. Loading times are a little much.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay, what's going on here, narrator? What are you doing? What is going on?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
There's an escape button here. It's really weird trying to play this like without like giving away all the secrets, but fuck it, we're gonna give away the secrets. So throughout this game, there's like all sorts of different paths I could take. Like literally, I could just sit in the office and that would be an end. There's an exit. So I looked at that window in the first room. There's actually an ending right there too. Going right and then going left is a net ending, and then where the 2 forks come in. So let's do this the real way. What the narrator does, and then we'll do the exact opposite. And then yeah, maybe we'll. Oh. There we go.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yeah, if you've played the mod, it's a Half-Life 2 mod. You can get it like on Desura. I think it's out on regular
true nature revealed.
Steam mods.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers.
It very similar to that, but this is like more retail, like a retail version with like higher budget. Let's get some budget. This is what money does. Money does buy you happiness. But yeah, it's just, you know, very similar scripts, except, you know, it deviates more. I think there's actually one ending that's not in this game. I think it has to do with the crushing.
He was happy with his boring job, that his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly. No, he refused.
No, fuck you, narrator.
He couldn't accept
Who's fired?
his own life in someone else's control. Never.
Never.
It was unthinkable.
Never again.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content.
There's even, like, really hard trophies, like...
All of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
The trophies over this game is really crazy. Like, you know, don't play this game for the entirety of Tuesday. Don't play this game for like 5 years. But if anybody has those achievements, and then the impossible achievement is actually an achievement that you just cheat to get it. What is this for? Nope. I mean, it's a really cool game. Is there a jump? No. Okay. But when I first played this, it was just like fucking so cool. You kind of want to go in here with like a sterile mind, not knowing what this is, and then like really not watch this video. I mean.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything.
Like one flowchart is I do the same exact thing, but instead of pressing on or off, I press on. So we're gonna do off because he told me to do off. So this is not a loading screen.
And a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
This is like the coolest part. Like it just.
Yes.
It's over.
He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself.
Like it gave me chills when I first like, holy shit. Like you're in a black room. It's very interesting how video games work. Like how black and you can manipulate rooms with black and white.
Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
Like video games are amazing medium to work with. Because you can just have this black room, but there is stuff in here, but you don't add a light source. Even if this is all textured and all that stuff, you don't add a light source.
It was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how.
So if I've been over talking too much, but you've been reading the subtitles, is that now the narrator is saying, now you have control.
The only thing worth knowing.
Now that you have all this control. You are a free man, but it's
Stanley felt the cool breeze.
It's ironic because I followed all of his things.
The immense
He was in control. It's a fucking allegory.
For him. This was exactly the way.
But just like, look at this. This is so cool.
Things were meant to happen.
Such a gorgeous landscape.
And Stanley was happy.
Okay, that ends episode 1 of Let's Play Stanley Parable retail version. It's one ending of the multiple endings this game has. I guess that this would be the second. I've already did an ending, but thanks for watching.